third film, body, and fenders, and other pieces of the other garage. There's the body for the coupe. Everything's been completely reworked. And as I mentioned before, the benefit of this car is it's a zero surprise car. Since the body's already off the frame, you can see everything. You can see that everything's in perfect shape. Completely solid. Top and bottom. You probably can't see that. The bottom's completely intact, and you can see it up on the scaffolding. It's all been reworked already. I guess these used lead for filler back in the 50s when Dad did this. So that's all been replaced with Bondo. Get around this front. Front, everything is still all perfect. Everything's completely solid. No rust anywhere on the main exterior parts. Again, all four sides are in that condition on the inside. Climb up, show the top. Top also is completely solid. No damage. Everything's perfect, ready to paint. Same with the inside. Floor is completely solid. Again, light's kind of bad here. No holes other than body holes that are supposed to be there. Everything is completely solid. The only little bit of damage in here, again, this lighting's terrible. Right on the edge of the window, it's still here. A little bit of surface rust, but structurally, everything is still solid in this. As I mentioned, no surprise car because you can see top, bottom of both the body and the frame. Climb down the ladder and show the fender parts. Okay, here are the front fenders. The 35 was one of the years I called the fat fender. I believe 34 to 35 was a transition. These have all been reworked and completely solid. There's some more work there that was done, smoothed out. But these pieces are all perfect. Same with the other one. Everything's completely solid, no damage to either front fender. Kind of appears to be the original rear. That's the rear window because the front one. No, it'd be the front windshield actually. That's the front windshield. And there's the running boards. This is one of the few pieces that did have a little bit of rust damage. If you look right here, you can see where it pitted through. This was the Illinois car, but although some holes in there, it's completely solid. The integrity of it isn't compromised at all. And there's the other one. Over here at the doors, both in perfect shape. There's one, again, the normal northern car, a little bit of rust here at the bottom, but again, completely solid. Same with the inside of the doors. It's all perfect and solid, as is this one. It's in excellent shape. Both front and back. Not a good angle, but you get the picture. Rumble seat lid, same, solid all throughout, front and back. Took a little more work on that body piece apparently. And the inside of the deck is perfect too. Brackets are attached and solid. Those don't have to be redone. Then the rear fenders. This is, I forget why Dad said they had to cut this out a little bit more. I think they had to reroute the fuel neck or something. It's solid all throughout. This one, that would be the, this would be the right one. Has a little bit of, see that there? I think that's in the way. And the bottom of this one has a little bit of rust at the bottom. See if we can get the angle in. So it's rusted there, but it's still solid. So, again, everything else perfect shape. Essentially, very close to being ready to paint. So I'll outside, the parts shack outside. Executive producer Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese on scene today. Then the original seats are also here. Of course, you won't want to reuse those, but you'll need those for cutting out and getting the right size seats made whenever you do the upholstery. And those are the front seats, and I believe the smaller ones there for the rumble seat. Those are all the cutouts for the door panels and all the trim pieces on the inside. Those are new ones, of course. There's some of the originals. I guess Dad saved just to make sure they were correct. The original grill was sent off. There's a receipt here. We're sent off for some minor repairs, so we could use the original one. And of course, a hood ornament I had up at the house there yesterday. And actually, remember there was a new one, and there was a little brass piece, a brass blue oval. That must go right there. Found in the attic. Looks like you took all the window trim pieces, had them all shipped off and re-chromed. They're all here, still in the wrapping. If we open one just to check them, but they're all here. There's all the gears, cranks, protective trays and slots for the windows, and probably redo all that. There's the originals. Those are bumper brackets, more bumper brackets, and one bumper. There are two new ones, or replated ones down at the other garage in the first film. So that appears to be one of the originals. There's the new dash, wood dash and center console. And here's the gauges he bought to go with. I didn't open all of them, but they're all brass. That's the tack and the speedometer, and there's all the other oil pressure and temperature gauges. This box, I believe, appears to be the original speedometer. Not something you'd use again, but just nice parts to have. Looks like a big pad there of either sound deadening or heat shield for the firewall and the floor. This box is all the stainless exhaust components, if you can see that. All the pipes. There's all the brackets and hangers, of course, like everything he did, all stainless. More old panels. There's the original fuel tank. Of course, you saw the new stainless one on the car already in the first video. Original radiator. You know anything to do with that? Thing weighs about 100 pounds. And again, we've got a new radiator over here. I'll show you in a minute. More wood cut out and inserts from the interior. Just pieces Dad saved. This blue piece here is actually a fiberglass dash panel. And that mahogany or wood insert I showed earlier, you look up on the right how it's sort of notched. Right there. That fits right into the notch on the right side of the blue fiberglass. That's the right piece for it. I laid in there, those are all the, looks like the original door handles, window cranks that we had here. There's your two new stainless steel mufflers to go with the stainless headers already on the car and all the pipes in the other box. Brand new radiator for a 35 Ford. Still packed in the expandable foam. The hit's there and ready to go, and a heck of a lot lighter than the other one. He had an air scoop. I don't know if that's going to fit well on that, but he had that with all the stuff. I mean, there's other miscellaneous buckets and boxes of old parts. That appears to be the original horn. That's the original taillight. I know that's off the car because the color was Honduras maroon. And there's pieces probably out of any use there. There's an old original license plate bracket. Like a heat riser. I don't know if that'd be off the V8 or that may have been off the Hemi he took out of it. Old carb. Again, the original original dash, or at least the gauges Dad had in it. Probably the original 35. And that's about it. Enjoy.